Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We are back and we're doing a best of one Zendikar Rising draft. Our rare Agadeem's Awakening certainly seems worthy of taking here. Yeah, you can get multiple creatures back in the graveyard. Great mid to late game card. It's also randomly an untapped land if you need it, or a tap land. Just a great card. Otherwise, Roiling Regrowth, good for party decks, kicker decks, multicolor decks. Lull Mage is familiar, good for the kicker deck. We have Relic Axe for warriors. Disenchant Sideboard, McKindy Ox, playable in Landfall. Cascade Seer, kind of low end of the party deck. Living Tempest, playable outside of any party deck. We've got the Skulker, good for rogues. The Blight Priest, good for clerics. Baloth for landfall decks. Might of Marasa for the kicker deck. And Brute, kind of just a playable party card. Alright, follow-up pick. Let's see here. Well, McKindy Stampede, kind of just a free card for the deck if we need it. Then we would be in Cleric colors. Otherwise, we have Pair Tactician. Playable Warrior, not exciting, but certainly playable and good in the Warriors deck. Skyclave, Geopede, Landfall, playable card. Protector, kind of underwhelming, but playable. Cleric, Disenchant, once again sideboard. Anti-Cognition, playable mostly just for rogues. Bubble Snare, playable for any blue deck at its best in kicker. Playable with wizards, best in kicker. Vanquish, playable removal. I probably take it to follow up the Agadeem's Awakening, because there's really nothing that exciting in this pack anyway. And Spitfire, Lagac, playable in Landfall. Scythe Cat, not super exciting either, but certainly playable for the Landfall decks. Quite a few Landfall cards we've seen already, I've noticed. Alright, Roost of Drakes is a big payoff for the kicker deck. The only problem with right now is taking two kind of non-kicker direction cards. You can't really splash Agadeem's Awakening either. I probably kind of on board with still taking Roost, because in green we have Zendikar, Nectar Pot, Broken Wings. None of these are very exciting +1/+1 counter cards, which is the second color I think that goes best with the black, besides rogues. There is a rogue in here, but it's just not an exciting one. It's more of a party-based rogue. Good warriors in here, but could just shift gears to that. I really like Roost of Drakes. This card is incredibly strong if you can make the kicker deck work. So we probably just take it. Third pick, too. It might be a sign that we can go this direction. We did pass a Lull Mage's Familiar. Makes it a little bit more challenging maybe to jump in, but we'll see what else gets passed. Like, immediately passing into the Royal is a great sign. Gnarlid Colony in here as well, another kicker card. Also randomly works for the +1/+1 counter deck. I'm pretty happy taking it into the Royal, though. Being able to pay 4 mana, draw a card, bounce something, make a 2/2, that's really strong. So, yeah, we'll take it into the Royal, see if we can get some more kicker cards along the way. Other notable picks. I actually like this Plunder card. I think this is good for a party deck. Survivor, good for the +1/+1 counter deck. Colony, like I said, good for kicker or +1/+1 counters. Scythe Cat, good for landfall or +1/+1 counters. Ascetic, kind of a playable card for any party deck. Fissure Wizard, just kind of I kind of like it actually. It's just random little red looter that's also a wizard. I think it's good for party decks. Okay. So, pick here, we can take the Cunning Geyser Mage. Pretty much always playable. There's Blood Priest, good for the party deck. Skitter Sneak for rogues. I'm still kind of interested in pursuing this kicker plan if we can get more cards like Roost of Drakes, more enabler payoff style stuff. Roost of Drakes I would call more of a payoff, but Geyser Mage certainly feels like a good pick here. Canyon Jerboa, good for the landfall decks. Same with the Pickaxe. Quite a few landfall cards, admittedly. But I'm big on this Roost of Drakes. It's really good. I'm going to take the Geyser Mage here. See if we can keep kicker going. Like now we can take a Sentinel, get rewarded there. There's Sellsword for warriors or party. Skulker for mostly for rogues. Constrictor for the +1/+1 counter deck. So no more green flowing, which might make the kicker plan a little bit more challenging. But happy to take a Sentinel here. Alright. So best card remaining in this pack is probably... I don't know, actually. They're all pretty weak. Could take the Skitter Sneak. It doesn't really fit in with anything that we're doing. Could take the green card, but we're not likely to go down a landfall path if we're doing this. The only colors I can think that really pair well with blue are more wizards. So maybe we take Tormenting Voice, which might work out the best if we end up in like a wizard kicker deck. Otherwise, there's Chilling Trap as well, which is something to note, but I don't know. Into the Royal, number 2, picking it up, taking it, happy about it. Mind Drain, as a commenter mentioned, I haven't picked this recently, but my plan, at least for now, with all the drafts I've done, is kind of pure synergy decks. As many synergy cards as you can possibly get, and build around that. Mind Drain is a good card in a vacuum. I think it's at its best in Rogues. So outside of Rogues, I don't really like playing it, just because it doesn't have a ton of synergy with other stuff. But happy to take Into the Royal there. So we could take Might of Marasa now. I mean, if I'm doing this plan, obviously I want to be in green. That's where you're going to get the most kicker payoffs. So this is the pack that had the Low Mage's Familiar. Someone took it. Obviously, it's a powerful card, so it kind of makes sense. Hopefully, they're not pursuing it as much as we are. Going to take the Might here. Win in kicker. Take a bunch of kicker cards. That's my rule of thumb. So we can take Kite Sail here, or we can just cut the blue card that I don't really want to play. We're not sideboarding, so we probably don't need the Kite Sail. I don't think we're going to play the Anti-Cognition, but I want to cut blue a little bit harder if I can. We don't need any of this. Probably take the Liberate in case I need to play it, but I don't think we want to. It's not going to make the main deck, I don't think. Maybe Nectar Pot does. I don't think it does, though, but in case I need it, we'll take it. Cut screen. Mucklord's playable. Not likely to be in black. I'm actually going to just take the spare supplies and show that those colors are open. We'll take the worst card here. Alright. Seems like black's kind of open, but I like what we've got more. So Myriad Construct is probably powerful enough where you just play it regardless. It's also got kicker, so I think we kind of have to take it. Like I was talking about earlier, pure synergy. I think I passed one of these constructs for a synergistic card in like a party deck before. And I'm sure that's a controversial pick, but here, I mean, it goes with kicker. It's also a creature which we kind of desperately need. We're only rocking 3 creatures right now. I don't think these cards are going to make the deck. Agadeem's Awakening is just not going to work, I don't think. But pretty easily take Myriad Construct, yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully wheel the field research. We'll see if we get lucky enough to do that. Coralhelm Chronicler. So got a huge payoff now for all the kicker spells we got, which is great news. Otherwise, there's good wizards in here with the Umara Mystic and the Relic Amulet. Good wizard payoff cards. But I think just an easy Chronicler. We're headed down a great path for it already, so I like it. I have been drafting kicker a lot lately, but I'm glad to see we got rewarded for going that direction, which is good news. So, no kicker cards here. A lot of red. Probably just take the Cleric. I don't really want it, but I don't want anything in here. There's no blue that I want. There's no green that I want. And we're not probably going any other color, so maybe just take a Cleric in case. Because if I want to play a lot of lands, usually with my kicker decks, I want to play a lot of lands. And maybe there's something in white I can splash. All right, Sproutling. Yet another reward for playing kicker, so very happy about that. Riptide on the wheel would be nice. And mind you, we got past the Sproutling, and we were passing the other direction. The Lull Mage is familiar, so that's a good sign that people near us are not playing kicker, because this would be a highly desirable card for any kicker deck. Like, even if there was a kicker rare in here, this would be almost always the second kicker card you would choose, I would think. So we'll take that. I'm not quite sure we're going to be luxurious enough to get that Riptide back. And Slundy Vision would be totally playable too, but no dice taking it. So now we have the choice of Rabid Bite versus Sentinel. I kind of want to take the Sentinel, to be honest. Rabid Bite's good removal though, and currently we just have a couple into the Royals, but I really go deep on Synergy, as you probably already know. We have some pretty decent bodies for Rabid Bite already, so we could take it. We have two pretty big kicker payoffs now with the Chronicler and the Roost. All right. Against my better judgment, I'm going to take the Rabid Bite just to make sure that we have a removal spell, I guess. So we can take Reclaim the Waste here, which is fine. Our deck is going to be mana hungry. We might end up playing a third color, which I like to do. Just get a bunch of spell lands and play 20 lands, 3 to 4 of them being spells. Doesn't really hurt the deck and lets you play more lands, which I like. We don't really need anything out of this pack. I'll pay take the Tempest in case I need it. Good wizard here with the Rockslide Sorcerer, but I'll take that. All right, Gnarlid Colony, great kicker card. We need more 2-drops. 2 or 5 mana, either way, you're pretty happy to have it. Can take the Roiling Regrowth. I think it's kind of what our deck wants to do. Like I said, we're mana hungry, so ramping is good. I think we can probably cut the Nectar Pot. We're a little bit light on playables, though. A little bit light. We might have to play some cards we don't want to play just out of necessity. But for now, we'll take what we might need and see if we can make it work. So we'll take the worst card here, which is probably Sizzling Barrage. Because like I said, we want people to go in these colors. We want to reward people for... We'll take the blue card here. Alright. Oh, we're not splashing red. Lull Mage's Domination's a very, very good card. What I love about this card is there's a lot of kicker cards like Gnarlid Colony, which can come in as a 4/4, or like Moss Pit Skeleton, just stuff like that, that are really just 2 mana and huge. And then you can just pay 5 mana and gain control of it. Yeah, and gaining control of creatures is just nuts too. We're also, like I said, a mana hungry deck, so playing this is going to be quite good. We're also not giving up much for it. Not giving up anything, as a matter of fact. So that's probably maybe the best reason to take it here, besides the fact that it's a great card. Ashaya, all right. Power and toughness each equal the number of lands you control, and then non-token creatures control for us. This is actually really good for us. Not because of landfall and not because of kicker, but being able to use our creatures to cast big kicker spells is really cool. So I like that. Otherwise, Gnarlid Colony I think would be a easy pickup for us. But this is pretty sweet. I like that. Alright, Restoration, certainly playable. Otherwise, another Gnarlid Colony. I mean, I want as many kicker cards as I can get, but I also want to play a lot of lands. So that's a reason to take the Seagate Restoration here. The fact that we can... But we're actually light on playables and creatures. I might actually need to take the Gnarlid Colony, sadly. This is our last pack. We need 7 creatures. That's a tough spot. I think I actually have to take the Gnarlid Colony, or else we're just not going to have enough creatures. It's too bad, too, because I really want the Restoration, but... I'm not going to complain about getting a card I need. So, alright, we can take a third into the Royal. We still need creatures, though. We are currently, with the Roost, we have 10 creatures, but one is a Skyclave Cleric, which is not an ideal creature for what we're trying to do. I guess you can count... Actually, yeah, you can count Lull Mage's Domination as a creature. So really, we have like 11. Alright, that's a little bit better. The Wind Robber, no. I want the Might of Marasa, we just don't have enough creatures for it. I guess I can take the Wind Robber. It technically works with Domination. It's just a cheap flyer. Or we take a Diviner. Do I have any other wizards? Yeah, we do have a couple other wizards. Maybe we just take this because it can randomly draw us a card. Whereas the Wind Robber probably is not going to draw us a card that often. Alright, Royal Mage, kind of exactly what we're looking for. Creature, cheap, has kicker. Can get back a, control magic, a Rabid Bite into the Royals. Yeah, it's kind of perfect for us, so we'll take it. Soaring Thought Thief, well, it's a good one, but we're not going to take it. Nothing on color here. We'll just take the best card in the Thought Thief since we're on the last pack. What are we up to on creatures? 13, so 1 or 2 more creatures and we're good. Nectar Pot, no. Turn Timber Ascetic, not really. Don't really need any of this. Take the Ascetic in case we need it. Yeah, still a miss. Best card, maybe the Felidar, I'm not sure. Alright. Cleric, they don't really want to play. Seer, I don't really want to play either. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to play some cards I don't want to play. Which hasn't happened to me in a while. We've managed to make decks that didn't have this problem for quite a while, but that time has run out. And I don't think we're even going to do the Skyclave Cleric, which also makes this challenging because I'm thinking we're going to have to run 18 lands, and I don't think we got any of the spell lands. So, pretty challenging there. I think we ended up with enough kicker. At least I hope so. But no spell lands, which isn't great. So we currently have 12 creatures, including the Domination and the Roost of Drakes. So we need 3 more creatures. It's probably Ascetic. Or maybe I do the Tempest. What I like about the Tempest is we can leave up... Yeah, actually I like that. We'll do the 2 Tempests. They fly, which is important, but more importantly, you can leave up your instant speed spells. So leave up Might of Marasa, leave up Into the Royals. Into the Royal lets you spit out instant speed Drakes too, which is cool. Alright. And then we just need 1 more creature. And I think we can do 18 lands. So maybe it's like Nectar Pot versus Cleric. Nectar Pot maybe more long-term value. We're not doing a ton early. Whereas we have like a Sentinel that's expensive and does things. We've got the Colonies. We've got a Royal Mage. These have kicker. A lot of kicker stuff. Alright. I guess we can do Nectar Pot. So 18 lands. I think this deck was close to being really good. But ultimately, because of the no help from no spell lands, very mana hungry, having to run stuff that I don't want to run, like Living Tempests and Nectar Pot, I think ultimately those hurt the deck. But powerful aspects of the deck, we have the Roost of Drakes, we have the Chronicler, and we have a Domination, and we have a lot of kicker. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 kicker is nice. And I guess we got a cool mythic too, but I don't know. I'm a little worried about this deck, I can't lie. So let's look at colors. We have double blue here, double green, double blue, triple blue. So we have more blue than green, but we need both. We'll probably just... I think we have to do a 9-9 split. Are these the only... So this and this are the only double green. And I can play this as a bear. This is double green too. Actually more color intensive than I was expecting. I guess we have Reclaim the Waste. Maybe we still just do the even split. And call her good. Alright. How many creatures? 15, including Steel Magic and Control Magic and Roost of Drakes. That's good enough. Alright, I guess we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. Alright, so we're here in game 1. We'll keep it. Probably just gonna jam a Geyser Mage. Geyser Mage into Diviner is actually pretty good. I'm hoping to get to eat that Gloom Hunter here. So I guess we attack. And I'll play the Sentinel here. So we can jam the Diviner now, which I probably do. And then pass. Alright. Alright. So we can leave up. Now we've got like everything, which is good. Sure. So, I think we just take it. And we'll jam a Living Tempest here. Alright, so now we can get in with a Tempest. And pass. So we have like Might and Into the Royal Kicked if we want, which is good. Have another Living Tempest. All right. Interesting. All right, let's jam this. So, let's see here. We want to take out this. We want to take out this, and I guess we can block here. Alright, cool. So now we have 7 mana potentially. So I think we'll just go land. Yeah. think we do it. Alright, looks like they got us now. Because I think we'll bounce first. Draw. Yeah, just not quite. Close, but no cigar. So I didn't have to attack with Living Tempest, but I kind of felt like we needed to get the ball rolling on something. Ultimately, it cost me the game, so hopefully a lesson learned. I don't know. We'll see for the next one. All right, got a good keep here. So, haven't entirely decided yet what we do. I think we do actually just play the turn 2 colony, probably. Turn 3 Chronicler, turn 4 maybe Regrowth. I'm not sure yet. Could be turn 3 Regrowth too. Yeah, it's... I mean, we can also just chill. Kind of okay with that too. Tough to say. Alright, well, I don't care about that, so that's good. Let's do the Chronicler here. And we'll get the... I guess the Geyser Mage. A little more versatility. A little more different stuff we can do. So, I mean, I can kick the Reclaim the Waste. Or we can just jam a Myriad Construct here. I like getting the big body on the board, actually. And when the beauty of this card, even though we're not kicking it, is they can't really target it profitably. Alright. We can steal that at some point. We're gonna ramp up to that plan. But for now, we'll just get in with this. And I mean, we can kick this. I don't need to cast... It's not an additional cost, though. So I guess it doesn't really cost that much. So with this, I'll be up to, what, 6 lands with the Roiling Regrowth? Still one shy of stealing that. But hopefully we'll be able to figure that out. I can play a Gnarlid Colony here, too. Kind of on board with just getting the 6th land and setting up for a Cunning Geyser at worst. Yeah, I like that. Take 6 here. Okay. So they've just got a straight party-based deck, which is pretty good. 3 on top. Well, that's scary. So we'll do the Roiling Regrowth and get our 3rd blue. 4th blue too, I guess. Did not get the land we wanted, but it's not a huge deal. Yeah, I think we can just jam a Geyser Mage here. And we'll discard the... Probably discard the Reclaim. We'll find a 7th land eventually. I'm willing to trade that for a seer. It's not an amazing trade for us, but I guess it gets a class card off the board too. Well, not really. I don't know. I'm still kind of okay with it. They just replay this, we steal it, can start attacking again. Can play a Shia, which is good. Can get back stuff now. Let's just jam in a Shia. Actually, what I like about a Shia here, besides being a 9/9, which is absurd. No. Oh, we have 3 mana? No, that's fine. We'll... And actually, I can... Yeah. Wait, what? Attack here. And actually, we have Into the Royal up in case they have some way to kill a Shia. I'm fine trading my Geyser Mage for either one of those. Getting more class cards off their side, yeah. That's kind of what I figured, so we'll just pass. Playing Domination, getting it back with Royal Mage seems really good too. They have to deal with our 9/9. I don't think there's a ton of ways to easily deal with our 9/9 either. Yeah, and they're tapped out now, so that's good. So we'll just steal the Captain and smash for a bunch. Alright. And actually, so they can block with the Cleric there. I still kind of want to leave Into the Royal up. I don't know what I need to keep it up before, though, so I guess we can just attack like this. And them trading here is actually okay, too. So they have no creatures on board. Granted, we can't actually bounce our Emiria Captain now, but... or our Ashaya, but I don't think it matters. Plenty of mana available. We can kick back our Lol Mage's Domination, which is also just nuts. Ashaya is just incredibly strong. Yeah, so now we could Into the Royal our own Ashaya if I wanted. But let's do first thing first here. So attack with Emiria Captain. Now we kick Roost. And draw, discard. Wow. Just a grip full of... I guess we do this. And then we can kick this. Get rid of that. And these can add... Wait, is it non-token? Okay. I was going to say, that's pretty nuts otherwise. I'm going to Shepherd of Heroes, so we can just bounce that. Yeah, I can trade my Gnarlid Colony for the Amara Wizard. Kind of already did its job, so let's see why not. We have way more... Even with them casting 2 Spoils of Adventures, we have way more card advantage. That's insane. So first we'll kick their Shepherd. Actually, is kicking their Shepherd what we want to do? I guess first... Yeah, it eats up their turn pretty good too. How much mana do we have? We have 7, 8, 9. So we kick this. Can also Into the Royal my Ashaya. Well, let's see what we loot when we do this. I'm going to get back the... So we looted the Diviner. We have a Wizard, so maybe Diviner's better than Tempest. Alright. Get back the domination. I think we'll just attack here. And pass. So, all right. So I think we'll just cost 5. So 1, 2, 3. We want to do this for 5. They only have 6 cards in their graveyard. So we can't steal that. I think we'll just hang out then. They have no cards left in their hand. Sure. I mean, I guess we can. So they have Warrior, Cleric, Beast. They're a ways away from full party, so. Probably can just throw a Royal Mage at it. No biggie. We can bounce my... Yeah, I think we'll do that first. A non-land permanent. Wow. These are technically lands. How odd. What an odd problem to have. Alright, I guess we play the Diviner. And pass. Well, that worked out well. So end of turn, we'll just bounce their Shepherd. They're going to be able to gain life, but we get so much value off of this, it's just worth it. Drew a bunch of lands. Wow, just a bunch of lands, huh? So we're getting for 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. They go to 4. Play a land and pass. So they're at 8. All right. We got there. Took a little bit of work, but we got there. We'll see you for the next one. All right, well, good keep here. Roost of Drakes is one of the more powerful cards in our deck, so happy to keep this. And I guess Nectar Pod into kicked Roost into kicked into the Royal is not terrible. I'm not thrilled about playing Nectar Pod, but gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Opponent mulls to 6. Drops a Blight Blade like it's hot. Certainly no need to bust that Roost of Drakes just yet. Alright, well, they're coming out of the gate swinging here. I probably dropped the Gnarled Colony now as a blocker for the Paragon. Alright. They're going 1, 2, 3 out. That's pretty good. No attacks is strange there, though. I definitely would have attacked. So let's do Nectar Pot, land, pass. Sure. Alright, Construct's good, but let's drop the Roost now. And that way we can block the Paragon unless they want to re-equip, and if they want to re-equip, I'm fine with that too. Alright. No good attacks is good news for us. So, can kick this for extra Drake value, but it costs 3 extra mana, so it turns a 4-drop into a 7-drop. That's probably still fine, though. I think we just do our landfall plan, attack with this, and pass. And leave up Might of Marasa kicked. So we have a surprise blocker for the Paragon. Seems good to me. Can also just, honestly, I think we just kicked into the whale this. And it forces them to replay it. We get to draw another card. This is way better. Yeah. So, let's get in with our flyers. Now we have some choices. Probably play the Chronicler just to see what kick spell we get, if any. We get... Yeah, we'll take the Sentinel here. And then we can leave up Roiling Regrowth. Yeah, we're in pretty excellent shape now. So we'll sack a forest to get 2 islands. We have a tough choice between equipping or playing something big. And they're digging for land, so alright, that makes sense. We can steal that too, which is great. Just like last time, stealing a 4/4 is obviously insane. So let's play the Roiling Regrowth. We're going to sack a forest and I guess get 2 more islands. So now we can steal your flyer. And get in with these. Alright, so can do the Geyser Mage, probably just do the Sentinel to loot right away. And we'll dump a... I don't know, actually. Maybe the Might of Marasa. Not sure if it actually matters. Could I have killed them? Yeah, I guess we could have killed them. Who cares, right? Why make it easy on yourself? Just drag the game out as long as you possibly can. Alright. Cool. Let's see for the next one. Alright, well, gotta keep a Roost of Drake's hand. Cannot mulligan the Roost of Drakes. I'm kind of... Am I regretting the... I can't decide if I'm regretting the Rabid Bite pick or not. It's difficult to say. I picked it over What did I pick it over? Now I can't even remember. I picked it over... I want to say it was a Sentinel, wasn't it? I think it was a Sentinel. Ooh, Relic Golem. Alright, so we're playing against like a Rogue's plan here, huh? Well, let's bust out the big guns here. A little bit of a non-bow going with Ashaya and Roost of Drake tokens, but Ashaya is just so good on its own. Really tough to go wrong. Yeah, this card is just nuts. So we'll bust out this dude. I have a feeling it's going to promptly get killed, but that's okay. They better kill it. If they don't kill it right now, we can bounce it in response to their removal. So they kind of have to deal with it right now. I guess I could have waited 2 extra turns, but I'm kind of not doing anything, so I don't love that play. I guess, I mean, it's not necessarily true. I could have waited, left up into the Royal to spit out another Drake. You know, honestly, that might have been smarter. Like, if they just go removal, Ashaya, attack, they're kind of ahead. So it might have just been smarter to leave up into the Royal. Even if I'm bouncing a Cascade Seer for them to replay it and scry again, I don't know if it's that hurtful for me. This Relic Golem is just a dead body on their board right now. They're certainly in the tank on what they should do. I mean, I recommend if they have removal for Ashaya, use it. Alright, interesting. So they left their mana up there. We're just going to go land, and we're going to smash, see if they just play into the Royal. Maybe they'll play Deadly Alliance, should also be fine. I feel like I'd almost prefer them to play Deadly Alliance on our Ashaya, because then it eats up their turn. We get another Drake token. Ashaya doesn't die. It seems better to me. They're definitely in the tank. They can't even block with this? I like that. They're just taking it? What the? Alright. And they're not using Relic Golem. What is going on? What are they doing? They don't even know. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, yeah, we can keep this. Not saying, or staying rather super busy, but this is an acceptable hand. Hopefully this Lull Mage's Domination does something for us. So, could have played the Gnarled Colony there. I'm not in a huge rush. Much rather have a 4-4 than a 2-2. Skyglaive Squid. Oh, jeez. I might need to save myself some damage here, huh? Alright. Yeah, I don't want to be bashed for 3 for the next 2 turns. And if they don't play a land, I think we're okay on that front too. But yeah, I'm going to offer up the trade here. I don't want to take, what would it be, another like 9 damage or something insane like that. You know what's funny is I can actually steal this Riptide, which is really good for us because our deck is a lot of kicker. Although only one's seen so far this game, but that's okay. That's alright. So we need 6 mana to steal the Riptide. Oh, 2 can play at this Diviner game, huh? Alright, well. Guess we just get in there. Construct, sure. All right. Getting in there. I don't really want to cast an Into the Royal on a... or a Lull Mage's Domination on a Myriad construct. We're one land away from... looking okay here, though, so... I might have to bounce that. I wonder if I have to bounce that Risen Riptide. Well, guess that answers that question. Wonder why would they... Alright. That didn't make a ton of sense, but it's okay. So I'll have to bounce this. Alright, so now we can... Can I steal any permanent? Ah, it's just target creature. Bummer. Alright, well... To be honest, it's not what I want to do, but it's what we're going to do. So we'll steal that. Get in for 4. And then we can start kicking again, I guess. I mean, they're also missing multiple land drops. That helps us quite a bit. Well, that's a cool draw. Let's let's bounce the cat, actually. And wait, can I? Yeah, you know what? This makes... I like this more. We're going to do this. Bounce the cat. Draw. Got the land, so we can even Roiling Regrowth, which is cool. Get in for 8. And pass. Now we can... Could have actually... No, I don't think so. That's fine. Jace? What the? So, if it was kicked, create a token, it's a copy of it, except it's not legendary. It starts, and then you can do scrying and stuff. Huh. Well, we're gonna be able to do a lot of scrying, I guess. What else can it do? I'm kind of... There's so many words I can't even... Oh, I see. So I get a land. Can I read this? How do I read this whole card? Is there a way to... Well, I guess I'll have to leave it to the viewers to help me figure out how I'm supposed to read the card that has too much text. Or is it all one ability? Like, I'm a little bit confused. So we'll sack that and guess get a couple more of these. Not that it really matters. Alright. Bit of a miss there. So guess we'll just attack them for 3. And play in a Shia. And I guess we'll sandbag the land. So it just has 2 abilities? Like, I wish that I could read this card. What am I supposed to click, guys, to read this card? I'm very, very confused. Getting the Riptide back. Interesting. Alright, well, we will lose if I keep ripping lands. I can guarantee you that. With full degree of certainty, I'm going to lose this game if I keep drawing lands. I'm also likely to lose if I can't ever figure out what Jace does. I'm just going to Google it, I guess, because the interface is such that I can't even read what it does, which is just odd. So let's see. Jace Mirror Mage. Those are its only 2 abilities. All right, good to know. All right. Unfortunately, another land, so we're just sitting here twiddling thumbs. Yeah, I think that's likely to do it. Do we have any Into the Royals left? Still have 1. And we have the other card that does the thing. Royal Mage. We have a Royal Mage. So that'll be helpful too. I don't want to double block there. I kind of want both my creatures. I feel like our only road to victory is getting past these Drakes and killing my opponent with this Tempest. Alright, yet another land. So play that, and we will pass the turn. But this is where I kind of figured our deck was going to get punished. No spell lands really just makes this deck much, much worse. We had difficult choices with spell lands versus cards that I felt we needed. And in hindsight, we did need them. We were just so creature light that we had no means to do what we needed to do. So I think we'll just take a trillion here. I don't see us winning this game anyway. Oh, they attacked with that too. Whoops. I should have blocked there. It doesn't really matter. I don't think there was any way to win that game anymore. But all right, we'll see you for the next one. All right, we have a good keep here. Pretty much always have to keep that Roost of Drake's hand. It's one of our stronger cards. Uh-oh. Are we up against aggro warriors? That's going to make this a little more challenging. Maybe aggro clerics. Well, off to a slow start here. And they're off to a pretty quick start. I guess if they play a 3-drop, we probably have to bounce. Well, I was kind of hoping for a less scary 3-drop. Alright. Might have to take a little bit of a beating here. Alright, well that's good news. No. Not that one. This one. Alright, that's cool. We're just going to leave up into the Royal, I think. Yeah. I like that. Canyon Jerboa. I see the dilemma. All right. So we'll just keep that. Block here. I mean, we're at this point just planning to straight outvalue them if we can. So we don't need to get back into the Royal yet. We can, yeah. I kind of like that, actually. Why don't we just go Chronicler, see what kicker card we get. A miss with us? How? How is that possible? And then we'll just kill this. And pass. Oh, well, that's fine. Oh, they went for the roost? Smart. Very smart. Well, we can always just bounce that, I guess, too. Why don't we just play a fatty for now, though? And I guess we'll loot. And I guess we can ditch a land. Although, yeah, I guess I actually kind of want the Nectar Pot, to be honest. If they target Construct, we just spit out a bunch of 1/1s. Shepherd of Heroes. Not a huge deal. Oh, and I can just steal it. I'm one shy of being able to steal Shepherd. So for now we just smash here. I guess I can get back Rabid Bite. I'm still one shy of that too, though. Kind of rather steal the Shepherd, but then again, I'm going to take a beating here. Let's just do this and leave up into the Royal. I think it makes sense. We'll do some tempo. It lets us loot, possibly find another land. Although, kind of don't want to discard any of these cards, to be honest. So even if I were to loot a land, I guess I wouldn't want to. I'd have to discard it because I need both of these cards. So we'll just kick this and do that, loot. Yeah, I'll get rid of the end of the Royal. Draw. Sure, Sproutling, getting back something. Cleric, sure. So we got the land, we're gonna steal their thing. And get in. And then Royal Mage getting back domination. A 9/9, huh? Wasn't kicked, so power and toughness each equal to 20 minus the highest life total among players. Oh, that's pretty big. I'd like to steal that if I could. Alright, let's go land. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because of loot. Whoops. Mistake. No, it's alright. Ditch that. And get back our domination. And get in for 3. And pass. Doesn't have trample or anything. Okay. I guess they could go kite sail, equipment, and pump and kill us. I mean, I don't need my Myriad Construct anymore, so, or my Chronicler for that matter. No trample or anything, is that right? Okay. I'll lose a 1/3 that gains me life. I'm alright with that. So, Might of Marasa to get the kill. Let's just see if they let me kill them first. Because I'm curious. Guess they have like Subtle Strike mana. If they're chumping both, I guess that answers that question. Alright, well. Let's just go for the kill here. And discard land. Alright, cool. Let's see for the next one. Well, it's definitely a keep here. We've got our Roost and our Chronicler, so we have our two strongest kicker value cards. Plus we have the Reclaim the Waste to help ramp us into even more kicker. So I guess we go Nectar Pot into Chronicler into Roost. That's the plan. I like that. Alright, they just go land go. So we draw land, play the Nectar Pot, and pass. Alright, mirror match perhaps? Maybe not. Maybe it's party deck. We don't know yet. That was a good draw. Let's go Chronicler. Find a kicker card. We hope. Did miss before. Miss again. Wow, okay. No kidding. Kind of surprising. I think we have what, 13? Oh, 2 can play at this game, huh? Alright. Oh, they found theirs though, and that's dirty. That's not fair. Right, let's jam this. Loot. Sproutling. Do I ditch Reclaim so I can guarantee? Yeah, and then I can kick Sproutling, loot again, get back Reclaim. Although I'm probably playing a Shia. I guess either way we just ditch Reclaim. I don't really want to, but that's what we're doing. Oh, so we're playing the same exact deck. Interesting. Very interesting. So we'll get in here. And then we'll jam this. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, land elemental creature. It is unfortunate that we can't protect our own Ashaya with Into the Royal, but I'm not going to complain about that. That's just fine. So I have to remember to not just jam out this island right away, because I'm looking for some value plays here. Might of Marasa we can kick as well. Let's go. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8 mana at my disposal now. Do I really want to Reclaim the Waste? I'd almost rather get Might of Marasa back. So maybe we just bash with everything. Maybe we just take it, who knows. So that's fine. We'll kick the Might. Another Drake. That thing. Discard. Actually, wouldn't mind taking their Chronicler. But no, we ditched the land actually. Because we've got a Shia, so I like this more. And who knows, maybe they'll domination my own thing, and then we'll see. Another reclaim noise. Sure. Yeah, it makes sense. So I can Sproutling. I'm not in a huge hurry to play the Domination yet. It is cool with the Chronicler. Double loots. But I feel like I can do better. Sproutling getting back Might of Marasa does a lot for me too, so probably fine doing that. They have a lot more gas in the tank than we do, though. There's Rabid Biting. Alright, I mean, we can steal theirs. I'm not in love with stealing theirs, to be honest. But it's an option I have. So I can get back the Might of Marasa. I can get back the Reclaim the Wastes. I can lull Mage's Domination, stealing their Chronicler. Maybe I want to do that. Lets me loot. I really need a loot, sort of. Takes off their loot. That's pretty good. Alright. Maybe we attack first here. Can't use that as a land anyway. I guess it gets a blocker off their board too, so it's not the worst. So let's just do it. So now they don't get kicker loots, I guess. And we have another creature that we can use. Double Rooster Drags? Alright, well that's a problem. I guess we can into the Royal one though. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Let's into the Royal at first. Negate. Interesting. So we got land that we can discard, I guess. I don't really want a Rabid Bite. So I guess we'll just smash in with that. Kind of want to save Rabid Bite for a more emergent situation. But they're going to be spitting out 2/2s, so... Alright. Just in case they have like a Tajuru Blightblade, I think I have to do it this way. So kicker spell I can get back. Not sure, actually. Why are they... Oh, because they're going to be making some more, so I'm okay with this. Probably like a Sentinel, maybe? Yeah. So they make a bunch of Drakes. We're going to eat the Sentinel. There's a Tempest. So let's eat this first. And then get in for 8. We're going to take it. I can do Living Tempest, or I can do the Sproutling. So Sproutling, we can get back into the Royal, which I kind of like, or a Might of Marasa. Might of Marasa would make just like any of our guys lethal, so I'm probably going to do that. I guess we have to... Oh, dump this now. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get back the Might of Marasa. Like I said, it makes all of our guys lethal, so I kind of like that more. Kind of surprised they took the Ashaya. We actually... Oh, okay. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, it's a way to gain some life. And a Marasa Brood. Alright. Well, the good news is I'm feeling good about where we're at. Because they need all their blockers for all 5 of our guys. And I guess we just bounce a... Maybe the Diviner? I don't know. Get rid of this. We'll just bounce the Drake. And we can get in with... Let's see. Smash with everything. How do they block? Chump this. Eat this. Eat this. It doesn't seem that good. So Might of Marasa up too. Alright, that's fine. Royal Mage getting back. Rabid Bite, I'm guessing. What else do they even have? Negate. Reclaim. They getting back Reclaim? Oh, so they can kick again. I guess that makes sense. Gnarlid Colony, sweet. Let's guess get in with everything, and I can kick Might of Marasa. And they're gonna have to do some trades and chumps and such. I suppose so. Everything but the Nectar Pot, maybe. Kind of don't want to attack with the Chronicler, to be honest. So maybe just these. Let's just do these 4. All right. I don't know why they're blocking like that, but I like it. This has trample now too. So that's cool. The Gnarlid Colony with the Might of Marasa is going to be tough to stop. What are they bouncing? Our Drake. Okay. And a Scythe Cat plus a land. Well, we're okay. We're okay. So we smash first. They know about the Might of Marasa too. I don't know if they know about the Gnarlid Colony having trample though. Looks like they do, so that's fine. Ditching a lot of lands, I admit. Well, they pretty close to actually crawling back into that, but we managed to keep pace and got there. So we'll see for the next one. I don't really like this hand too much. We don't have our Chronicler. We don't have our other thing. We don't have green mana. Seems a bit dangerous. And even if we did have green mana, we're just doing... I think we need to... Unfortunately, I think we need to mull that. This hand is better, certainly. We still need quite a bit of help, though. I guess we get rid of... Can't get rid of the green spell here, can we? We have our 3 most powerful blue spells without any blue mana. That's tough. I think we get rid of the Rabid Bite, actually. As odd as that is. We get rid of our 1 green spell in the hand that only has green mana. Weird, I know, but alright, well, perfect draw there, so that's good. We're holding off on that Rooster Drakes. At least we're in Chronicler territory now, which is good. Because that... Hopefully we'll find our second blue by then. Perfect. Couldn't have asked for 2 better top decks in that situation. Just a bunch of black mana, huh? Aggro Constrictor, alright. Good to know. Let's jam a Chronicler. Hopefully not miss. We've missed the last 2 times. 3 for 3 on misses? You kidding me? That's crazy. We have... How many more kicker spells in our deck? 12? We have 12 kicker spells? How could we possibly miss? Just Constrictor for days, huh? Alright. Well, we're going to jam a Roost here and then, I guess, loot. Land. I mean, I suppose we can ditch a land because we're going to be playing a land next turn plus a regrowth, I suppose. I guess it can attack, actually. I don't love trading here, but if we're not going to block, then I might as well attack. Sure, that makes sense. Might have to steal a Constrictor. Not ideal. Alright. Guess we'll get in there. So I guess we're slightly ahead. So we'll do the Roiling Regrowth into Cunning Geyser Mage and we get to loot. That's not bad, so we kind of want to sandbag the land. Could also lull Mage's Domination. Options are good, especially since we're going to be up to 7 mana. So we can steal a 4-drop, which is pretty good. Alright, something we could steal. And a Blight Blade. I guess we could steal that too. Let's regrowth now. Sack guess an island because we already have one in hand. Sure. Doesn't really matter. Get a green and a blue. Alright, so guess we want to kick this first. Ditch a land. And we'll bounce a guess a Constrictor. And we can get in here if we want. Sure. And then we're going to play a Royal Mage getting back something. Probably the Domination. So do I just play the land so I can steal like a... I probably just play the land because then I can possibly steal like a 5-drop next turn if I rip a land or something. Otherwise, I'm probably stealing a... I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm stealing yet. Maybe I'm just blocking the Mucklord and then stealing whatever they pump, which is presumably... I don't know what they're pumping. We'll find out. Kind of want them to pump that Constrictor, I guess. So we'll just block like that. See what they pump. So I'm kind of curious. They're just going to Subtle Strike, maybe. No. So we'll see. Pump that. That makes sense. And a Moss Pit Skeleton. So we're going to steal that for sure. Into the Royal is nice too. So we only need 5 mana to steal that. We can leave up into the Royal, which is good. And we'll pass. See how they attack. So we have 7 mana, which means we're 1 short of being able to kick Royal Mage getting back into the Royal. So we could possibly bounce 2 things. Take 4 here. Maybe they try and pump. In which case we can bounce. Especially if it's just like a Might of Marasa or something. That would be ideal, actually. They kind of just tap out. Yeah, that's kind of perfect. So get rid of that trash. We take our 1. They have to replay a Constrictor. We could rip a land and just win here. Straight up win if we get a land. Because then we can just go Royal Mage kicked. And actually we get to loot to find a land too, so that's kind of ideal. Yeah. Good chance of winning right here. Alright, we got it. So the play is just Royal Mage kicked. And ditch a forest. Get back into the Royal, and looks like they saw it before we even had to show it, so that's cool. We'll see for the next one. Alright, what do we got here? And we're on the play, no green mana. We do have 18 lands. Into the Royal can buy us some time. I don't really love this hand, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to maul. Might be risky. I kind of want both colors. I'm going to ditch the Might of Marasa here. That way I can at least make plays early. Alright. So, kind of okay with just dropping a colony. We can go on the B plan. Uh-oh, maybe I'm not going on the B plan. Alright, let's go Geyser Mage. At least it can attack into the Root Grazer, which I like. Scythe Cat, sure. Into the Royal's good. Let's get in with Geyser Mage here. Maybe they'll take it. And then I'll play Reclaim. Because I want to play a Shia next turn. You're going to bounce a land already? That'd be kind of nuts. Oh, wow. Oh, put it in play. Alright, that makes sense. Let's get a blue and a green. sure. Turn timber aesthetic. Alright, they stayed pretty busy that turn. So we'll take 4. I think we just jam the big dude and hope it's good enough. We have Into the Royal, actually, which is really nice to be holding up right now in case they have some... I guess if they have removal, they get to just take out a Shaya, but there's not much to be done about that. Yeah, Into the Royal not being able to protect a Shaya is kind of nuts, actually. Alright, Marasa Brute. At least we don't fear that. That's good. Getting back land for that. Alright. That's cool. Oh, maybe they have Subtle Strike? Okay. Well, this is fine. Take... Wait! Why? Okay. Oh, because I can only add green. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. Alright. Well, still kind of worked out okay, I guess. Bounce there. Yeah. Not that sexy, to be honest. You could have also not attacked, but... yeah, I don't know. I mean, it worked out okay. We got rid of a land. It's not what I wanted. Not being able to tap for blue there was a problem. And I guess they have the vigilance. Maybe I didn't quite do this very intelligently in hindsight. Alright. A lot of stuff, a lot of things. Rooster Drakes. Well, that's good. Let's do that. So I've got unkicked Into the Royal if I have to. Kind of hoping I don't have to. We'll see. Oh, it's interesting. Alright, Kazandu Mammoth. And spare supplies. Alright. So they can spit out more lands off the Root Grazer. Something I'm gonna have to be aware of. I'm up to 5, 8 mana. Alright. Probably bouncing the Scythe Cat, I imagine. Alright, if they're bouncing land, that's kind of good for us too, actually. Because it means they're going to be a little bit behind on their land drops. Which is probably good. But they could have drawn another land. That's true. So I suppose we just go like this. Another roost. This doesn't have trample, does it? No. No trample. That's good. Oh, cool. Well. Just take it. Alright. Raptor bringing back a land. Okay. Well, let's kick this. And we'll just pass. And we're kind of in build-up mode at the moment, so... I would say that's like the opposite of what we wanted to see. Definitely the opposite of what we wanted to see. Let's see. And they can put out another land, so it's like this, like this, like this, and then we have to block this, and then we take 4. Yeah. That's a bummer. So Sproutling. We're at 2. Alright, kick this. And get back into the Royal, case for emergency use only. Sure. It's fine, actually. I think, right? Yeah, because we can bounce. So we have to into the Royal Flyer, which means we probably just go like this, and then this, and then into the Royal, this, which is not exactly what we want, but that's what we gotta do. They've had to have some pretty key plays there to not die, honestly. They've really had to have some key plays to not die. But they've had them. Yeah, we really did not want them to pre-combat the land. That's unfortunate. So, lose our guy for nothing. Alright. I hope that we don't just dig for a land here and find 2 more and just top deck a land. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, Living Tempest does not do it. Alright, well, we got whooped. But honestly, getting 6 wins with this deck is, I would say, an achievement in itself. We were kind of struggling the whole time during deck building to find enough playables. And frankly, we're pretty fortunate that we got 6 wins with this deck. We had to play 18 lands, no spell lands. We had to play 2 Living Tempests. You know how much I'm into synergies. So we're playing cards that I don't want to play, like 2 Living Tempests. I don't want to play those. I don't want to play a Kazandu Nectar Pod. So we had to play 3 creatures that did not want to be in the deck and no spell lands, and we still managed to play or get 6 wins. So pretty thankful for that. That's actually an achievement. So I'm happy with that. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you for the next one.